Today, we are going to install the DRT Motorsports steering wheel, adapter and steering wheel. The adapter and wheel are universal for the Polaris, Can-Am, and Kawasaki 2- and 4-door models. Install time is about 45 minutes, can be installed by yourself, and comes in at a difficulty level of beginner. Here is a list of the tools needed for this project, so gather the tools and let's get started. Before you start, make sure you disconnect the steering rack electrical connector to prevent damage to the electronic power steering EPS system. When removing or installing the steering wheel, do not use an impact tool on the steering shaft nut. Use only hand tools to loosen and tighten the hardware. Do not pull upward on the steering wheel or steering shaft during removal, as this may cause the steering shaft to separate from the steering rack and result in damage to the steering system. Step 1. Removal of the steering wheel center cover. Today, we are installing a DRT adapter and steering wheel on this Polaris Pro XP 4-door model. This is the style of wheel for this model, but there are different wheels depending on the year and model car. Please do a quick search for the steering wheel removal processes for your vehicle. This vehicle has a bolt on center cap. You access the bolts from the back side of the wheel. Note, do not use a screwdriver or body clip tool to remove it, or it will break. These two bolts are located here, one centered at the top and one centered at the bottom. Here with the cap off, you can see the two locations. Let's start by removing the bottom bolt using a T40 torque spin. Do so by turning the wheel to the right, exposing the bottom bolts, giving you access to easily remove it. Then turn the wheel to the left, as shown, to expose the top bolt and remove it. Now the center cap can be removed and set aside. You can now return the wheel back to the center position. Step 2. Removal of the factory steering wheel. We will start by grabbing a 1/2-inch breaker bar with a 6-inch extension and a 24mm socket to remove the wheel nut. We did this by holding the wheel firmly as shown, but the best way to do this is to turn the wheel all the way to the left until it stops. Therefore, you are loosening against the stopping point of the steering capacity, which will make the removal much easier. Then remove the nut and set it aside. Return the wheel back to the center position before attempting to remove it. As you can see, the wheel is still firmly in place on the spline. You can use a wheel puller at this point. Or we found that by sitting in the seat and applying pressure with your knees while pulling on the steering wheel, you can tap the end of the shaft with a sledgehammer and the steering wheel will break free. When hitting the steering shaft with a hammer, you will want to tap hard enough to cause a small vibration, but not hard enough to damage the spline. With this complete, you can set the factory steering wheel aside. Step 3. Installation of the DRT steering wheel hub adapter. Next, you can add your choice of thread lock and apply it to the threads. Now you can grab your DRT hub adapter and slide it onto the steering spline. When installing the hub, ensure the top and bottom steering wheel mounting holes are aligned vertically as close as possible, and that the DRT logo is positioned at the top as shown. Once aligned, thread the steering shaft nut on by hand. Using a 1/2-inch breaker bar with a 24mm socket, begin tightening the nut. While we held the adapter in place to tighten it, the best method is to turn the steering hub all the way to the right before fully tightening the nut. For this vehicle, torque the steering nut to 65 foot-pounds, but be sure to check the torque specification for your specific vehicle. With the hub secured, grab one of the front tires and make sure the wheels are straight. Finally, double-check the steering wheel hole alignment. The top and bottom mounting holes should be vertically aligned. Step 4. Installation of the DRT steering wheel. With your new DRT steering wheel in hand, begin by aligning the top and bottom mounting holes with the steering hub. Once aligned, hand thread the provided 3mm screws and washers into the top and bottom mounting holes. Next, install the remaining bolts using the supplied washers. Using a 3mm hex tool, tighten all of the bolts securely. Congratulations! That completes the installation of your DRT steering hub adapter and steering wheel. These 330mm round and D-shaped steering wheels in both leather and suede provide stylish package that provides optimum control and comfort to the driving experience. These wheels require the use of a DRT steering hub adapter for installation on your specific vehicle. They may be used with DRT Motorsports Universal 6-bolt quick-release steering wheel adapter as well.
If you have any questions during your installation, don't hesitate to contact us via phone or email. We are here to help.